All right, we're out here in maximum state security. Yo, what's up, motherfucker? We're out here about to hit up our prison-themed workout today. We got 4 sections in this joint: prison riot, the yard, the cell, and solitary confinement. But before we get into that, make sure to subscribe and check out my book and other links in the description below, or I'll cut you in your sleep. First, we're popping off with a prison riot, so grab your shanks, because endurance is key. When the alarms are going off, dudes are slicing each other up. Starting with burpee to squat jumps, regular burpees, and jumping jacks. And you'll be ready when shit goes down.
It's popping off, it's popping off! Burpee to squat jumps to start off the riot. Get in the middle of the fight and squat down, placing your hands on the floor and jump back. Descend into a push-up, then jump toward the feet from there, so you could do a squat jump to knee tuck. Land on the floor without too much impact on the heels to keep it safe on the joints. Keep going to avoid getting shanked. Don't fucking stop. Look out for the rival gang in cell block D. Keep going with regular burpees, but without the squat jump this time, to give the legs a rest while keeping the heart rate, adrenaline, and testosterone high as fuck. The guards are closing in, and this riot about to be a wrap. Finish it off with jumping jacks, keeping your legs and arms fully extended. Keep the breathing constant and your eye out for any gang members coming at you.
Next up is the yard, focusing on strength for when someone starts talking shit and you gotta scrap. Focusing on the essential bodyweight exercises, including human squats, weighted dips, weighted chin-ups, and weighted push-ups. If you ain't adding extra weight to your bodyweight calisthenics, you ain't ready for prison.
Grab your cellmate, and we're starting off legs with the human squat. Make sure he's stable on your shoulders and holding a weapon in case someone tries to run up on y'all. Make sure you drive the hips back, have the pressure on the heels, and keep the knees in line with the toes. And the back straight, because if you don't, I'll fuck you up myself. Breathing in through the nose coming down, exhaling through the mouth coming up, and squeezing the glutes at the top to protect that ass from predators. Hop on a dip bar, and we throwing on a 25-pound plate for our weighted dips, hitting the chest, shoulders, and triceps with this upper body workout. Hands by your sides, shift the weight forward, coming down to a 90-degree arm angle, and no lower, unless you want to end up in the infirmary for a shoulder injury like a little bitch. Keep the neck in line with the spine and come up without fully locking your elbows, or I'll put you in a headlock myself and stab you. Keep that 25-pound plate on. Find a bar, and let's hit up my all-time motherfucking favorite prison exercise for a big back, the weighted chin-ups. Grab the bar, palms facing you. Keep the shoulders retracted. Come up straight, then bring your chin above the bar and your elbows tucked by your side. Breathe out going up and inhale going down. When rival gangs see you doing this shit, they won't be fucking with you. When you got a brolic chest with a couple tats, not even the hardest dude is gonna fuck with you. Working on all areas of the chest, especially the middle section with this one. Arms in line with shoulders, back straight, neck straight, shoulders retracted, 45-degree arm angle, abs tight, glutes tight, and go all the way down to the floor. None of that half-rep shit. Inhale down, exhale up.
Moving on to the cell section, where I get my muscle gains, also known as hypertrophy. Got nothing but time up in here, so we're throwing in 5 exercises to build up that upper body so everybody will be scared of you. Started with inverted rows, followed by incline clapping push-ups, supersetted with tricep dips, then shoulder push-ups to really build up that chest and shoulder muscles for getting those tats, and finally, bicep hammer curls to flex those guns.
Back to the back. Grab a bar, nice and low, and let's hit up the second best back exercise out there. Palms face down, nice and wide. Slight bend in the knees, and keeping the back and neck straight just like the push-up. Using only the back and arm muscles, pull yourself up to the bar toward the lower chest to hit the lats again. No swinging of the back, or I'll swing your head into the bar myself. Back to chest again. Lower chest this time, working on explosive strength, just like my temper when someone gets me tight. Same shit as all the other push-up rules I talked about earlier. By now you better know your form, or there'll be consequences, motherfucker. This time we're doing our first superset, so we're hopping right into tricep dips, which isolate the triceps a little more effectively than the chest dips. What, you thought we were gonna ignore isolating arms like that? Nah, playa. We wanna scare these fools when we flex. A lot of fools out here thinking they be needing gym weights to get big, but they don't know shit about getting big in a 6x8 cell. Climb up the wall with your feet and inch those hands back, getting at a vertical angle to get those big ass shoulders. Same rules apply as the push-ups, but you already know this shit harder. What, you thought I just wanted a big back and chest? Nah bro, I want those shoulders too. Second favorite to chin-ups is the hammer curls. Grab a trash bag and fill it up with water, cause we ain't got no dumbbells in this prison cell. Keep the palm facing toward the side as you start low and curl up. Full range of motion out here, and squeeze the bicep the whole time. We fucking with our first unilateral exercise right now. In other words, one side at a time to really hit up those biceps. After hitting up one side, switch it up and hit up the other arm. Make sure you look as angry as I be looking out here, in case anyone walks by and plans to fuck with you, because in that case, they'll just keep walking.
Now I got a reputation for fucking someone up if they come at me, and I find myself getting thrown into the shoe, also known as solitary confinement from time to time. As much as I hate that shit, I get most of my core strength in there because I ain't got much to work with. Starting with prisoner sit-ups, windshield wipers, and prisoner get-up, with 5 extra squats on each side.
Like I said, I hate the hole, also known as the shoe, and most well known as solitary confinement. My mind be going crazy in there, especially when I got no fights to start. At least I got to work on that ab strength like crazy. We place in the hands behind the head, legs extended out, and we going all the way up and down, working the upper and middle core. Just like the biceps, squeeze the abs the whole time. Roll the lower back on the floor, both on the way up and down, unless you want to be walking around like an old timer. Keep the neck looking toward the ceiling. When dudes be thinking they funny and talking shit, I tell them to wipe that smile off their face before I wipe it for them. That's why we hitting up our windshield wipers for the sides, also known as the obliques. Bring your legs up, spread your arms out, and put pressure with your hand against the floor to stay stable. Legs straight or slight bend in the knees, and go down side to side, without touching the floor, but getting as close as you can. Just like the prisoner sit-ups, squeeze the abs the whole time, keeping that tension. When it's time to hit up the 1 hour rec yard, I get up with prisoner get up and throw in 5 prison squats on each side. Start lying down, lift one knee up, swoop one leg under the other, and use your leg, core, and balance strength to stand up one side at a time, turning 90 degrees, and throw in 5 prison squats on each side.
Thanks for watching. You better like, comment, and subscribe, or I'm coming after you. Stay tuned till next week.